the Comrades and Two Oceans record holder Frith van der Merwe. Thanks for joining us today.
It's a pleasure, Carli.
Frith, clearly your passion for running has never faded. So tell us, what is it that fuels your passion after all these years and drives you to still wake up and run every day?
I love running, and I've been running now for 35 years. I worked it out the other day, and it's my alone time. It's when I come to terms with problems. I sort them out while I'm running. I plan my lessons while I'm running, and it keeps me fit and healthy, and it also means I can eat what I like so I don't get fat. And I just really, really love it. I'm on a high when I run, so it's very, very special to me, and that's why I like to run alone, because it's my me time. I don't race anymore, so I'm not really that competitive, but running is just such an important ingredient of my life that that's what I do every single morning.
Yes. So you said that you don't run competitively anymore. So how has your enjoyment and ambitions for running changed?
I used to race a lot, more than once a month. I'd probably do 2 or 3 races a month, so I was very, very competitive. And I just woke up one morning and I just decided that I didn't feel like going to the race, and I would prefer just to go and do my own run, because when I went to races there was a lot of pressure. I'd put myself under a lot of pressure, and people had very high expectations of me. I think some of them thought that I could still win a Comrades at the age of 50, which is absolutely impossible. So I got a bit tired of that pressure, and so I just like to run on my own. I might go and do the occasional fun run or park run. I still enjoy that because I love the people associated with running. They are my friends, so I think it's good for me to get out and socialise, but I don't have any times that I'm going for. There's no race that I specifically want to win. I think I've achieved everything that has to be achieved with running. Comrades, Two Oceans, lots of marathons, all sorts of distances, and so I'm just happy to go and do the odd fun run, odd park run, and just to enjoy it.
We'll just touch on this briefly because obviously it's been covered extensively, but looking back at that year of 1989, that's when you achieved your Comrades record, your Two Oceans marathon record. What, out of all the sweet victories that year, what is the moment that you find yourself looking back on the most today?
I would say my best memory of my life is winning the Comrades. I'd broken the record, and that was just fantastic. I can remember running 10Ks from the end and feeling really, really great, and I was also passing all these potential male gold medalists, so it was unbelievable. I actually didn't know what to say to them when I was running past, like, you're looking good, and I was sort of just cruising and feeling great. I was on an absolute high, and just running into the stadium and knowing that I'd won the record, and I knew that my mom would be waiting for me at the finish line. I trained really hard for the race, so it was like a massive dream that had come through. And I ran in and heard those crowds. I got goosebumps all over. It was a feeling that was unbelievable and something I'll never forget.
Frith, so what kind of advice do you have for current runners that are looking up to you and are also passionate and ambitious and hope to follow in your record-breaking footsteps?
I think the best advice I can give a young runner is to join a club. I joined Benoni Northerns, which was a Comrades club, and they taught me how to run Comrades, because it is not an easy race to run. You've got to be very, very intelligent and clever about things, and not, for example, to go and run too hard in the beginning because you pay double at the end. So you get lots of good advice from the older runners, and I actually trained with a group of veteran runners, male veteran runners, who taught me how to run Comrades. And the biggest thing that they taught me was patience, and because if you do start too fast, your race is finished. So I would say join a club. They also give you lots of advice on nutrition, training methods, all sorts of good things, and so that's what I would do. Is I would join a Comrades club like Benoni Northerns, and you learn from these experienced runners.
And then also on the other end, what kind of advice do you have for those veteran runners who maybe want to keep their passion for running alive, or even in their latter years want to take up running as a sport?
The best advice I would give an older runner is to know that you cannot train the way you did when you were 20 years old. Your body you have to listen to your body, and you can't just push. Rest is as important as training, so you've got to train very sensibly. The other thing that I found very helpful and has enabled me to keep on running is that once a week I go for a sports massage, and I go to a fantastic lady around the corner who keeps my muscles supple, lithe, and that I'm always able to get up and run without too much pain. It's never too late to start running, even in your 50s. I know of many people who started in their 50s and have gone on to complete 10 Comrades. We look at Wally Hayward, who needs 80s completed a Comrade, so it's not impossible. Just that you have to train sensibly. I would get good advice. I've been always very lucky because Bruce Fordyce was a very good friend of mine. We went to varsity together, and he was a bit older, so I could always just phone Bruce and ask him for advice, and he was always just so clever with running. So I had a fantastic mentor. So it's not too late. You've just got to really monitor your training, and I really do suggest that you go for that sports massage just to keep your muscles supple. And I find also the masseur can pick up potential problems and sort them out before they become big ones. So it's never too late, and really you can still achieve lots. And what's fantastic with running is in the age, you've got different age groups, so you can achieve in your age group. I did, up until about 2 years ago, I was doing very well in the 50-year-old age group. So there's always that incentive to keep on going. I think also if you start when you're 40 or 50, you don't have, like I had, 30 years of running already in my body, so the body is a lot fresher than mine.
Thank you so much for sharing your story with us, Frith.
It's a pleasure.